guys, good morning or good afternoon or good evening wherever you are. My name is MagdalineJanet. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe and join the fam because I'm always here, legit always. And welcome to all my oldies but goodies. I haven't combed my hair for the usual, we're cool like that. We don't have to do all that. So my face is ready. I skin prepped, put my moisturizer, sunscreen, all that about 15 minutes ago. So let's just jump right in with some pore filling primer. Whoa, this one's a really good one, the No Problem from Touch and Soul. I don't use it often and I forget how good it is, and I used it recently. I'm like, dang, I'm missing out. So what I do is concentrate it in the middle of the face because that's where my pores are. You guys know, or if you don't know, I have oily skin and big pores. Those are my problem areas. That's what I focus on when I do foundation reviews. And then I'm gonna go in with this Dermablend Insta Grip. Yeah, Insta Grip. It's like a very gripping primer that I love. And I'll just concentrate it at the end of the, not the end, the edges of the face. So just kind of tap it anywhere we didn't put that blurring. I mean the pore filling. Let's just let the primers absorb and I'll be back. So here is the foundation. What I like about Sheglam, it really comes nicely wrapped. It came in this this bubble wrap, and then it comes in this plastic wrap. I had to take a peek at the shade because I wasn't sure if it's my shade. I still don't know if it's my shade. So it comes in this little pouch. Look. And then here is the foundation. This is their new Skinfinite foundation. It is a hydrating foundation. It's actually their original foundation that I tried, their Complexion Pro. They re-released their makeup line last year, I believe in December. My shade here is golden, but I felt like it was too warm, so I went in with almond today. So actually, it doesn't look that bad, huh? It comes with the pump. It's a glass frosted bottle. How big is this? Oh, it's 1 ounce. It looks a little bigger. Okay. Okay, it has a lighter weight texture. Let's check out the original just because we have it here. Oh, you see, it's like thick. It ain't moving. Okay. It has like a thickest texture. Like you feel the pigment. I don't know if that's like a thing. Okay. Oh, this is a good shade. It feels lightweight. It's gliding very nicely over our primer. I really like to rub it in with my fingers so I can literally feel it. It feels nice. It's very glidey. It feels like a moisturizer, just with pigment. It is very pigmented. Like you're gonna get coverage, but it's lightweight at the same time. So now I'm gonna get this brush, get a little bit of product, just blend it out a little more, like buffing it out. Look at this coverage. Not bad for a $9 foundation. Okay, and let's go in. Let's turn down the light so you can see. Ooh, coverage. No. The undertone looks good, huh? And of course, I always avoid the under eye area when I place foundation on because I don't like to put a lot of product there because I'm going with the corrector, concealer, and all that. What I'm going to do is put this side on and give you all the info about the product. The new Sheglam Skinfinite Hydrating Foundation retails for $9. I am in the shade Almond. It comes in 30 shades. This is a creamy medium coverage foundation that's designed to mimic the natural look of your skin, but subs in extra hydration and a gorgeous glow. Say bye-bye to cakey, pore clogging foundations of the past. This advanced formula is ultra lightweight, blendable, and breathable for barely there feel. Very surprised. It's like very hydrating. And I'm very surprised by the color because on Sheglam's website, they have a ton of shades. They have 30 shades, but it's hard to kind of differentiate what shade you are because the undertones are vague. Like this undertone is a muted brown. So I'm like, maybe that's me. I don't know. I was looking for a neutral on my tone, didn't have that. So I'm like, okay, but this is not bad. This undertone matters. That's what's gonna match your skin, not necessarily the actual shade. I mean, of course that helps, but if you have the correct undertone, the foundation will match and warm up to your skin nicely. But okay, oh, I'm excited. Let's turn the lights off. And it has coverage. It's covering that. I do have like a little pimple here and it's covering that a little bit. See that hydrating glow? Okay, So you guys know, or if you don't know, if you're new, welcome, welcome. One of my tips I do is wait for my foundation to dry down a little bit. You can wait 10 minutes, you can wait 20 minutes. I always recommend 20 minutes. So it's currently 7:26. So I'll come back in 20 minutes. Just let the foundation dry down a little bit. It's been 20 minutes. It's 7:50. This is how the skin, oh, I combed my hair. This is how the skin looks. In the foundation sit, we still have a nice radiant glow to the skin. Let's turn it off. And it feels wet, even though we've let it sit. So I always recommend to do this, especially with a very hydrating and radiant foundation. It does have that thicker texture and it's still wet. And this is us sitting here for 20 minutes. What I do like is that it hasn't really changed. It's not drying down or creating texture. That's what I look for when we let it sit like this. We still are very, very radiant, so I'm a little skeptical now how we're gonna last all day. But let me just put some concealer, I'll be back. So what I'm gonna do right now is set with this Makeup Forever matte setting powder, pressing the powder in so we're locked in all day. All right, we just set the foundation down. Because the foundation has that radiant feel still, you really want to set it down because we have oily skin, so we don't want the foundation to break apart throughout the day. But for the most part, it's set pretty well, right? Look, we're a little bit on the mattified. It doesn't feel like dried down though. I can kind of feel it still coming through the powder. But overall, not bad, huh? I like it. I like it a lot. We'll see how it works out. And you guys know we're going to be here 2 days. We're going to try it out differently tomorrow. So I'm just going to bronzer, blush really quick, then be back. Everything. My inner corner, I'm wearing the Cyber palette, the Static shade. Oh, just, it's such an icy blue shade, you know? Okay, this is how the skin looks. You guys saw I just put quick bronzer, blush. That Huda Beauty bronzer is my favorite bronzer. I keep trying other ones and I keep trying to love other ones as much as I love this one, but it's not there. And she's coming out with blushes. Oh my God. And a foundation powder of this brand. I mean, this line. Oh, so excited. Okay, we have the radiance going, so I'm a little skeptical. Skin looks nice. That pimple kind of went away. Oh, it's right here, but you don't really see it. So that's really nice. Don't mind my boo's alarms going off. But skin looks kind of good. Powders went on very nicely. Skin just looks nice. This is it. So far, so good. You know, we're going to be here 2 days, but let's jump in front of the window so I can show you how it looks in daylight. I'll see you later. Bye. Here we are in front of the window and look at the skin. Look how smooth, radiant it looks. And it provides a good amount of coverage. That's what I'm kind of tripping off, you know? Skin looks so good. But let's see how it works on the oily mug and if we end up looking gastada at the end of the day. So yeah, so far, what you think? Let me know. I think so far, so good. Okay, ciao. Guys, I'm back. So it is 7:30 in the evening. We've had the foundation on all freaking day. And no lie, I'm looking a little oily. But before we get started, I do want to show you how the skin was looking at around 4 o'clock in front of the window, you guys know, per the usual. And at this point, I felt like I was a little shiny. I just wasn't sure about it at this point. And here we are now, a few hours later, pretty much the 12th hour of the day. No lie, the skin looks nice. It looks nice, but I'm oily. So we can kind of look gastadas real quick, maybe in like an hour or so. So because of the foundation, it's so radiant. I don't know. It's still well put though, you see? Although you see the oils, like the bronzer looks good, the skin looks really, really good. So that's what's surprising because it has that very pigmented, radiant feel. I thought it was just gonna fall apart with the oils, but it's not. So that's kind of a game changer. Let's get close and look in the mirror. My mouth is a little bit gone. You see right here? But I did have messy pasta, so, you know, let's tap the face and see. And what I do here is I just freshen everything up, especially in the T-zone, which is where you get the oiliest, just to see how the skin looks. And no lie, it looks good. Dang. Look. It just soaked up, but you see the foundation still on. Oh, and I forgot to say, I don't wear highlight anytime I do foundation reviews. So all this highlight you see, it's literally the natural oils. We create our natural highlight here, you know? You know what? I don't know. I don't know if I like it yet or if it's bad. I don't know. Let me know what you think for day number 1. We definitely don't look gastadas, but yeah, we're gonna have to wait for day number 2 to see how we feel. And I think this is it for day 1. See you tomorrow. Bye. Good morning. Welcome back to day number 2. So I didn't film yesterday because I filmed another video. So we're back. Day 2, using Sheglam's Hydrating Foundation. So I was thinking, let's try something very different. I'm not going to wear primer today because we did use primer yesterday or the day before. What I'm going to do is get some setting powder, get a little bit on the cap. I did my skincare about 20 minutes or so. I'm gonna get my damp sponge. My sponge is just damp. It's not too wet. It's not dry. Usually I wet it, really soak it, and then with the towel, I squeeze all the water out so it gives that damp feel. And this is an option also if you do have oily skin and you want your foundation to last a little longer. We're gonna get some powder on our sponge, even it out. And then we're gonna add it here on the T-zone. What this will do is mattify the skin a little bit, create a very thin layer and barrier for your skin and the foundation to sort of last all day. With this, you wanna just do a thin layer. You see how the skin kind of mattifies itself? If you do too much powder, your foundation can potentially crumble. Here, let me show you. You see it's just like a bit mattified. Not too much, not too little. It's like the perfect little barrier, you know? So let's go. Let's get this much. Oh, it does oxidize. I've had a few questions asking about what oxidation is. What that means is when the product, for example, this foundation gets oxygen right here on the hand, it's open to the air, it will change colors. For the most part, they become darker and most foundations do oxidize. Some just do it more than others. Okay, let's start. We're gonna rub it in like we did yesterday. And with the remaining product we have left on the hand, we're just going to blend it out with the sponge. We're going to use a sponge today since we used a brush last time. This foundation really provides great coverage while giving you that hydrating feel and look. When you use a sponge, you really want to work it in for, I would say, a couple of minutes so your foundation is nice and blended. And what I'm doing is just tapping in like this, not rubbing, because you don't want to move your foundation around. Ooh, I like it. I like it. I kind of see a mattifying effect. Just very little. All right, look at the skin. Look just how healthy it looks. Let's turn the lights off. You guys know, per the usual. You see? The coverage is nice for sure. What we're gonna do is let it sit. So it's 7:14 in the AM. Let's let it sit till 7:30. See how it looks. And I'll peinada on everything. This has been the use lately when I'm waiting around. So it's 7:32. Ideally, you want to let your foundation sit as long as possible. I would say minimum 20 minutes. But because the first day we did it for 30 minutes, we kind of have a good idea. It doesn't really dry down. Oh, wait. Today it feels a little more dry down. I just like this hydrated look we got going on. Do you know what I mean? It's like hydrated and pigmented at the same time. A lot of times you get more one or the other. So what I'm gonna do is just put some concealer, set, and then BRB. So now I'm gonna set with this Maybelline banana powder. What I'm gonna do is put it on my powder puff, you know, the one I use every day, and just work it in the skin, doing tapping motions and pressing the powder in, because we know this is a hydrating foundation. We need to lock this bad boy in. Now that we've worked the powder in the skin, I feel like the skin looks a little more on the matte side. Well, obviously, because, you know, we put the powder. But look, I like it. I like it. It's looking really good. It didn't crumble. I feel like the foundation is very consistent at the moment. So not bad, not bad. Hold on, let me fix this eyeliner because girl, skin, I just like how the skin looks. Bronzer went so well, blush went on smoothly, but we weren't sure since we put a little bit of powder beforehand. Look at this hair. Look at no pores, no texture accentuated. Let's turn off the lights. You see? My skin's been acting up lately. I don't know what is happening. Oh, hormones. But you know, look, overall, we have this radiance too. Like, what the heck? I feel like today we do know the product a little bit better. We know how to work with it, especially since we have oily skin. We do not want to look gastadas at the end of the day. I don't think day one was a bad day, but I think it was more shocking how shiny we were. But then when I tapped the face, it just looked really nice. So, okay, we'll just see how everything goes. Of course, I'm gonna jump in front of the window so you guys can see how it looks. Here we are in front of the window. Look how the skin looks. Just so nice, smooth, radiant, healthy. We have such a beautiful glow, coverage. I don't know, I just like it. You know those days you feel pretty? And for me, it's as long as the base is good, we're gonna have a good day. Well, the eyeliner too, but you know, for the most part. But the skin, I don't know, I like it today better. For sure, today's better. No texture, no nothing. Oh, hello, I am back. It is 7:40 p.m. You guys, it gets dark so early now. It like completely throws me off. But before we get started, I do want to show you how the skin was looking at around 4:30 in golden hour. And I must say today is going a lot better than day one. I feel like the oils are kind of trapped in because we did place the powder before. I don't think we look much different from 5 o'clock. And it looks pretty good. We have a little bit of oils. We'll always have oils because the skin does warm up. Texture is not really showing. You can see a little bit of the oils, especially right here. But other than that, not bad. Even the bronzer still like popping. Also, I do want to show you, let's keep the lights turned off. My mask, I wore it today a couple of times and look, there wasn't too much transfer. I really like that we didn't have a lot of transfers. We're not looking as oily as we did the first day. If you do have oily skin, I definitely do like this foundation because I like how hydrating it is, which is what the foundation's about. But I do love how pigmented and just how smooth, and it kind of gives a bit of a blurring effect to the skin. But if you do that extra step of putting powder underneath just a thin layer, I think it'll definitely work for us oily gals. If you have dry or combo skin, I think this would work perfectly because it's just a radiant, hydrating, long-lasting foundation. So if you're my complexion, I can either go with almond or the shade golden. I usually try to match my skin tone with undertones, but I feel like in this line in particular, golden may be a better shade that matches my skin tone, but almond matches the undertone a little bit better. It's hydrating. Foundations tend to just get very greasy on the skin and we look gastados at the end of the day, and that's not the vibe we got here. For $9, not bad at all. Overall, I really like this. I was very skeptical, but it worked out very well for oily skin. And also today it was like 90 degrees in LA, so FYI. But yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you for hanging out with me. Please let me know your thoughts on this. Have you seen it around? Have you tried it? Let me know, because you guys know I'm always in the comments hanging out with you. And this is it, guys. I love you guys so much. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, click the button right here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.